the next concept is distribution, a very interesting concept. Look at the question here. The first question here is that all chocolates are different and any child can get any number of chocolates. So look at it from the chocolate's point of view. The first chocolate has 4 choices. Second chocolate also has 4 choices. Likewise, in effect, every chocolate has 4 choices. Thus, the number of ways the distribution can be done, therefore, is 4 to the power of 10. This was straightforward. Look at the second one. All chocolates are different, and no child can get all the chocolates. So out of these total cases, 4 to the power of 10, we must subtract the 4 cases where one child gets all the chocolates. Next case, if all chocolates are similar and any child can get any number of chocolates, now see there are 10 chocolates and these need to be divided into 4 parts. Imagine to cut something into 4 parts, we need to make 3 cuts and not 4. For example, to cut a rope into 2 parts, you make 1 cut, not 2. So 3 cuts are needed. And now imagine if these 13 entities, these 10 chocolates, and 3 cuts are mixed, somewhere these cuts would come in between and there would be 4 parts. Some of the cases where the cuts would be at the end, this end or this end, it means that some of these portions would have 0 chocolates, which means that some of the children would get no chocolates, which are also plausible cases. So in all, these 13 elements have to be shuffled. 13 factorial, out of which 10 chocolates are similar, so we must divide by 10 factorial. And then, these 3 cuts are similar, so we must divide by 3 factorial. This is the answer. You can also think of a relationship n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. If n identical things have to be distributed among r entities, then n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1 is the number of ways in which the distribution can be done. Next, all chocolates are similar and every child gets at least 1 chocolate. So the same approach. We have 10 chocolates and 3 cuts. First, distribute 4 similar chocolates among 4 different children. This can be done in only one way. Now 6 chocolates and 3 cuts remain. Total 9 entities, out of which 6 chocolates are similar. So we divide by 6 factorial. Then 3 cuts are similar. So we divide it by 3 factorial. The relationship for such cases is n minus 1 c r minus 1, which means if n different elements have to be distributed among r different entities such that every entity gets at least 1 element, the relationship is n minus 1 c r minus 1. I would much appreciate if you don't cram these formulae. Rather, you understand the concept that I have taught here, because only then you will be able to handle any twists in the questions. This was the concept, friends. GMAT shots are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please watch the Stage 1 conceptual videos in our program. Thanks for watching.